I thought that The Price of Confession was going to be my next favorite Korean thriller. It started off good, but at the end of the day, I was kind of let down with it.
Yeah, I think that it has this very strong premise. However, it became a drag, so it's not my favorite thriller at the moment.
So this Korean thriller follows this woman, Yeon-soo. She's accused of killing her husband and she's sent to jail. And in jail, she meets this stranger who offers her a deal to confess that she killed her husband in her place, but at a very, very deadly cost.
It really throws you in from the very first episode. Like, they did not waste any time in delivering that, okay, this is something strong that's going to happen now. And you have these questions. I don't suspect Yoon-sun at all that she killed her husband, because we already told that this lady, she arrived there and she found her husband dead. So who killed this man? And she already had the painting of the face that she saw, but the person's face was obscured with a face mask. So we're wondering, okay, who is this person that killed this man? This is an innocent arts teacher. Their marriage is not perfect, but okay, they seemed happy. Now the woman is in prison and she's having this deal. Okay, is this deal from this woman, this person that is like people are calling a psychopath, is it even genuine? Or it shouldn't be the one that even killed the man? Because for me, the painting or the drawing of the murderer matched with this woman in prison. So I was just wondering, okay, what's the end game here? That's something that will keep you throughout this series. What is the end game?
Yoon-sun did not seem like a suspect, but at the same time, it would have made sense that she killed her husband and still faked it.
Yeah, that would have been explosive.
It's possible. That's a possibility. So even though I did not think she killed her husband, I was like, okay, there's a possibility that you actually did it. At the same time, I still felt like, okay, this lady fits the description of the sketch that somebody saw. But at the same time, people can just lie and do other things. And she was somebody that they just tag as a bad person because she likes to look good. Regardless, her husband just died or whatever, but she said, oh, she just likes to dress up.
Right.
And who are you to even judge? Like, okay, this is how you should mourn. This is not how you should mourn, and the rest. So she just wanted to be there for her daughter, and then she got this deal that I don't think I'll take the deal. I feel like I have faith in myself not going to jail, but taking a deal, I don't think I would do that.
I think I would have taken the deal because I'm innocent. And
what about the price?
Okay, the price is the issue. Like, okay, I cannot go and kill somebody. Like, oh, I'm leaving this place because of murder. Then now I should go and kill somebody outside. That's true. I'm not going to take the deal, but if somebody should offer me the deal without any, but nothing in life is free. So I think I would have just skipped. But the woman had strong evidences against her. They were just really trying to pin this murder on her, and she cannot even defend herself. She was already crying and said, all she could do was just lean on emotion at the point that I did not kill my husband. You people have to believe me. That was all her conviction. Trust me. Just trust me. But nobody was trusting her at that point. So I think that was the desperation. And she has a daughter that she's thinking of. So we might just be saying it now, saying, oh, we'll not take the deal because maybe we'll not have any strings attached. But when there's a child involved, a young, impressionable child, the decisions get blurred. I think my daughter is under 3 years, or even 4 years old, or 5 highest. So she was thinking of that person, that maybe if I come outside, okay, just jab somebody and it's over, and I get to run into the sunset with my daughter, maybe I will take the deal. But right now, I'm thinking of only Voke. I might not take the deal, although Nigerian prison is very tough. So who knows?
I don't know. I don't think I will. That part of the story is what really worked for me from the show. Seeing that, okay, there's this question of morality here. At what price? You are such a righteous person, but you want to go and kill somebody just so you can have your own freedom. Human beings are very funny like that.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see that dynamic and the story. The mystery of it all, who killed him? Who killed the husband? How did it happen? It was something that really worked for me.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, that worked for me. The entire premise, it got my attention because everyone was talking about it online and I just had to tap in. Yeah, that worked. Then I like the lead characters. I think they played a phenomenal role. Although the prosecutor for me, he didn't really do it for me. But the lead women, they carried the show well.
The prosecutor, I was excited to see this film because I know him to play villainous roles so far. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll see him do something here. So I was excited to see him. And I don't think his performance was bad per se. I think it's the way the character was written that I did not really like.
Yeah, his performance for me was just there, okay. And there's something that's very interesting that I've noticed about Korean movies. And they've also said it too. I don't know what the phenomenon is, but in almost every movie, they always just try to tell you that there's no such thing as just a meaningless encounter. And that's something that the show also added again here, and it's just very interesting to me. Like, okay, spooky.
Like these people, their paths have actually brushed. I will not say crossed. Like
yeah, so
before.
Yeah, I not like it carried the movie for me because it was at the end, but it's just always very interesting to see when they add it at the end, when the credits are rolling and you're seeing that okay, these people they have actually crossed paths before. So don't forget that stranger, that random stranger that you just saw and you don't think anything of it, your path might cross again, and there's no such thing as a meaningless encounter. So it's just very interesting for me because to me, I've thought about this before, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah, it's just sad. It's a good series, so it's just sad that the pacing towards the middle and ending was just repetitive and irritating. I didn't like it. The ending was highly disappointing in my opinion.
Yeah.
The person who did it at the end of the day, I think it did not make any sense to me because they didn't even explore the character in a way that okay, you understand where the character is coming from. The logic behind it did not make sense. The execution did not make any sense because this woman saw you leave and then she went upstairs and she saw that her husband was dying. What the character that committed this crime was wearing before walking into that place
it's not the same
was not the
but
same
the man
thing.
gave her
Where she gets nose masks from,
I don't know.
She seemed like she intentionally just went there and came from what we saw and for what the woman, the wife saw, and her accomplice is hiding inside. That is logic there. That okay, it makes sense if she had come out with something that she was wearing before, or maybe just a raincoat and just go away.
Yeah.
But wearing a whole nose mask seemed like it was like a planned thing because it was like an impromptu act, like something that was just so silly. And I'm not saying that the reason why they did it doesn't make any sense because some kind of times
anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can just happen, but the logic behind the whole execution and everything did not really make a lot of sense to me. Not impressed me. I did not like it.
Yeah, I think that for number one, the pacing. That's something that Korean movies do, and I always see it. They cannot fool me. I always see it. I would say I'm outgrowing K-dramas because of this thing. That we have this very strong beginning, even the romantic, especially the romantic shows. We have this very strong opening for you. We have this strong premise, and you're like, oh my god, I need to know what this story is headed. Where this story is headed. Then slows down in the middle, and you are just like, okay, they already hooked you in the beginning. You just want to see through at this point. So that's the same thing that happened in this Paris of Confession. A brilliant series, brilliant acting. I think I agree with Fumi on the logic thing. Because
it just feels like they also not use plot twists by all means necessary. Oh my god, plot twist is not who you saw coming, but it did not make sense.
Yeah, it was like a desperate Hail Mary to just blow our mind. My mind was not blown, my mind was intact. I was at the point of just okay, whatever, I'll wrap it up and get out of my sight. That's what my vibe was when I was at the ending. So it wasn't only that thing of when them bringing in the parts I've crossed before that. I just okay. Like, not like it intrigued me, but I'm just saying this thing is always adding your movies. It just got me thinking about my own life. So that's just it. It did not work for me in that part at all, the middle. But I think that brilliant performance anyway.
So should you watch or skip it?
If you are a core fan of thriller and you love K-dramas, I think I can recommend it. It's a good production. Anyway, even though it's not something that next year, by the time next year I want to watch it again, or I will say okay, watch. I will not be in your ear pressing you to watch it, but it's not bad. It's decent.
I think you can watch it, but bear in mind that the ending might be disappointing. You might like the twist, but
I didn't like the twist.
The twist did not work for me. So if you want a tight thriller that you'll be blown or to make sense and you'll be excited at the end of the day, this is not it for you. But if you want something that will keep you hooked for the first couple of episodes, then that's fine.
Yeah,
you can press play on it.
It's 3 stars for me.
3 stars for me. So how would you rate the show? Put it down in the comments below, and we'll see you in our next video.
Goodbye.